Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and today we're doing this is townhouse. Bring it up. You know, a typical complex, and there I parked over there. Yeah, the carpet's about 12 or 13 years old. It's actually really worn in the traffic areas, but actually doesn't. Well, considering the age, actually, I guess it's not bad, really. But it's, you know, yeah, you can't fix this. Quite a bit of wear. Although very few stains. I only think I saw just a couple. And so I got this upper hallway in that bedroom I was just in, and then in here. And I moved the dresser, and the crib was over here, and bed was over here, and the lady was concerned. She just had a new baby, so she wanted to get as thorough, clean as possible, which I'm fine with that. So the bed was easy. I just had to flip it up on its edge after I vacuumed over there. So I'll clean and groom and put things back. And as you can see, I've got the Oreck here because I've got two flights of stairs as well. And I'll put this over here for now, I guess. Yeah, it's such a small area. This is a scenario where I would pull out the Oreck, which I don't really prefer to use, obviously, but sometimes it's a good choice. And I got the brush on there, the black brush, because I want to kind of work in the traffic lanes with the brush, just to run over it, kind of. I already pre-sprayed here, obviously. And we're just doing down the traffic lanes with the black brush, just to work the cleaner in. And she was also really concerned about. She wanted to make sure that what I cleaned with was baby safe, is the way she worded it. Well, that's fine. You know, that's one of the things I kind of we really actually emphasize in our marketing, is that our products are all safe. And we have people that actually, you know, they ask us point blank, "What are you cleaning with?" And so being able to, you know, show them and tell them that we're using something that's completely safe, you know, health rating of 0 or 1 at the most, you know, all that sort of organic based and that sort of thing is actually, I think, at least for the market, what we generally get, this is something that is important to people. So, and I'm actually I'm using I've sprayed the carpet down out of my battery powered sprayer there, and I actually put something in there that I used to clean with a lot, but I moved away from it a few years ago, and it works fine. But that's it's actually a VonSchrader product. It's the blue label, the neutral pH one. And it's odorless, and it's green seal certified, and I think the health rating is 0. Pretty sure it is. But anyway, if you're interested in finding out more about that product, you can go to the VonSchrader website, VonSchrader.com, I believe it is. And they have the red label, which is, I think, 8.5 pH, I believe, and then the blue label, which I've got in here now, which is neutral, which is really actually the one they sort of promote as their upholstery cleaner. And just so you know, it is an encapsulating product. And odorless. Let me think what else. Has a built-in protector. And because it's actually formulated to be used in a foaming machine, it's actually very concentrated, so you can clean with it on most carpets probably at about 1 ounce per gallon. 2 ounces probably plenty. That's what I've got I think in here now, is about 2 ounces per gallon. Plus I put about 2,000 ppm of stabilized ClO2 in here, so to have the benefit of the disinfecting and anti-allergen in there as well. So anyway, that's what we're doing. We'll head back down the hallway. You know, one of the reasons why I think the Oreck is a fine machine. It does for what it is. It does, and what it is meant for. It's great. You know, I certainly like it for steps. That's what I use. And then when I run into these scenarios where it's such a small area, it's nice to be able to pull the Oreck out and clean it with this, because I could have brought my rotary up here, but I've got to come up 2 flights of stairs, which of course I can do, and of course across the driveway there and up, and I could have done that, but this is just such a crampy scenario that it just makes sense in this case to pull the Oreck out, and I'm fine with that. Sometimes it's a good choice. I don't think it's a good choice to use as your primary cleaning machine all the time. I know that there's those out there that would disagree with that, but to each his own, I guess. You know, if you watch my videos, you see some of the rather large jobs that I do, and as far as getting into a house where I'm cleaning a great big huge open area like the one I did yesterday and posted, you know, that's just ridiculous to be cleaning a great big area like that, and to and the thing is that, you know, you can see I'm pushing and pulling and pushing and pulling. This is a way more effort than running the rotary. The rotary, it just floats. All you do is just slightly raise and depress the handle, and it goes left, it goes right, and take a step forward, it goes forward, step back, it goes back. It's just an effortless cleaning, whereas this is more effort. I mean, it doesn't weigh very much, but I wouldn't want to use this thing all day long cleaning great big houses. You know, I do a lot of big condo buildings and hallways. Can you do it with one of these? Sure, but my goodness, that's ridiculous. That's way too slow, way too much effort. So if that's what you choose to do, that's your business, and maybe that works for you, but it really isn't a really good business model. And the other thing is that, you know, one of the comments I get most often from my customers is when I come in the door with my machine, what the most common comment they'll say is, "Wow, that's really quite the machine," or "That's really quite the unit," or something to that effect. Like, it impresses them. If I walk into someone's house that's a $5 million house, and I've got 2,000 square feet of carpet to clean, and I walk in with an Oreck, they're going to look at it and go, and I actually, I've had them say this when I brought it in first. They look at it and go, "That's it?" It's like, no, that's just for steps. That's just my detailing machine for steps or whatever. So, you know, you've got to have something that actually looks like, you know, really has a decent look to it. And this really isn't going to impress anybody. Maybe if you're just doing empty apartments and you're working for, you know, renters and whatever, people, maybe all they care about is price, then, and that's your business model, that's fine. But it's certainly not going to work for anybody who wants to have a really decent and viable real business, actually. Okay, let's go back over here, and I got to pull the brush off. There. So I'll be using that on the steps. Oh no. No harm. Yeah, the customer's down there playing a video game. Now I decided to, as you can see, I'm using the Microfibre with scrub strips. At least I'm going to give it a try. We'll see if I like it. There we go. Okay, let's just double check. Make sure I'm wet enough still. Oh yeah, we're definitely wet enough. Yep. This is the thing when you spray ahead. You almost have to overspray a little bit to make sure that you don't dry by the time you actually get there. I find the microfiber and the microfiber with scrub strips works best with an OP machine. That's my opinion. I'm not a fan of it under the rotary so much. I did use them for a while, quite a while actually, under my rotary, and then when the Iron Man came out, I pretty much put them aside. I found that it just wasn't quite working as well as I wanted it to. I didn't think so, at least for the rotary. I think they were just fine under an OP though. Just the way that microfiber yarn works. I only saw, I think, 2 stains on this entire carpet. But they've got a little baby. Actually, they have a dog too, come to think of it. So I guess the dog hasn't been having accidents, but they've got this baby, like, a couple months old, I think. I'll just get this done, because I'm going to bring in I'm going to groom in a sec. Carpet looks beautiful in the closet. Everyone walked on. And that was there. This was over in the corner. Kind of like there. There, I think. This was over here. I think that has to move a bit. There, just like that. Okay. Looks like we're gonna have a really nice day today. Sunny all day, I think. So, and I'm not very busy today. Just have this job, and then I go home and mow the lawn. But we did book a really big job this morning. I went and did and unfortunately I didn't do a video of that. I should have. I went and looked at a condo building the other day. Worst carpet I think I've ever seen. Certainly in a condo. The stains are just horrendous. So I did a couple of sections of hallway there, and of course made it look beautiful. And so they did a strata meeting, and they phoned this morning, and we're scheduled now for May, I guess. Yeah, it's bad. It's really. I'm charging good money for it. You've got to charge, when you're dealing with something that is really bad, you've got to charge a decent amount of money to do it. Because I'm saving them literally tens of thousands of dollars. I can restore that carpet. Because their other option is, and I've had this happen before, where I've gone and the carpet was ready to be thrown, replaced and whatever. And then I was able to rescue it. And in fact, I've got one coming up, I think it's next week, which is the one I've been doing for a few years now, and I've videoed it, the one where I restored it. I've got a series on it, and yeah, that's what you can do when you understand how to clean with the SETT method. It will out-clean anything else. Once you understand how to use it, that is. Okay. It's very, very worn, and these doorways and everything are just mush. You can't fix that. I was just thinking of a certain party that was all about the Oreck being the one and only machine you should be out there cleaning carpets with. Used to just comical. Just comical. I mean, it's a fine machine. I appreciate it and I use it and it's got its place, but yeah, that's just ridiculous. Don't miss those stupid comments, I tell you. Oh, yeah. One of the most hilarious comments was this guy would claim that he alone had been such a tremendous influencer that the number one machine out there being used to clean carpets was an Oreck. Like, really? Yeah, no. That's funny. I'm sure there's lots of guys out there using it, but by no means is it the most prolific machine there's. That's just so, what a funny thing to say. But I guess it made that particular individual feel that he was important in some way to be able to say that he thought that he had made such a tremendous impact in the carpet cleaning world. Yeah, that wasn't what was happening. But anyway, they seem to have gone away now, so that's fine. Nobody misses that. Okay. Do some more grooming. He's got a kind of a hole in the back there. I think he might have put that in there. Maybe, I don't know. But that's makes it rather convenient. Easily moved. I like that idea. Okay, now the crib will be going over here. That's where it was sitting. Okay, so we'll clean this area. Haven't sprayed here yet, and doesn't need the brush on here. But this there's a worn patch right here. So let's move this. Not very heavy. I clean a lot of these actually. Seeing a lot of these fabric headboards, not a good idea. But I do clean quite a few of them. That and sometimes they have the bed frame is got fabric on it. Again, a really bad idea, because inevitably they get really dirty and stained up and spills and you name it. Oh shoot, I need that brush. Okay, let's do this first. I forgot that I had to get under here with the brush. Not here, but at that worn patch, I think. Anyway, let's go over this area first. See how terribly worn it is right over there. I also want to make sure I get in that right over there. I don't think I quite got there. So we'll just go right there. Okay. So, yeah. I was about to make sure that wouldn't happen, and I didn't quite make it. Let's see. Let's move the frame. Actually, it's pretty late. Yeah, that's not hard at all. Okay, I gotta grab that brush. Ooh, my knees feel that. Okay, I think what we're going to do is we're going to move the mattress now. Oops. Hang in there. Oh, mattress feels pretty heavy. Tell you what, let's do it this way. There. Okay. See, there's a really worn area right there. Probably looks like the most worn area of all up here, actually. This is my suspend. So we'll get some of that in there as well. We'll just go over this high traffic area with the brush. Will help to lift the pile, but I told the customer and he understood exactly what I was meaning when I said I'll lift the pile, but it'll go right back down as soon as you step on it. He knew that. He understood that. They know the carpet really needs to be replaced, but they just had a baby. They've got other things on their mind. Okay, that's looking better. Okay, again, we'll take the brush off. Just like that. Now, one of the reasons one of the reasons I decided to use the VonSchrader again in the stair mix is it's odorless. And not that I really have a real issue with it, because I've been using Omega, and it's fine. It's a great product, but it does have a bit of a smell to it. Not that I don't mind. I mean, I don't mind it. It smells wonderful, but I do run into people who literally want absolutely no odor. So, yeah, if that's the case, what I would have to do, I have to sort of switch out what I have in that pressure sprayer for something with no odor, which, you know, even now Max has no odor. I could use that, but anyway, sort of that was, it's been in the back of my mind that I really probably should just have the no odor product in there. So that's one reason I decided to do that as well. Plus I have a whole pile of it. I mean, I got between that and the red label, which is just a slightly higher pH version of it, I've probably got at least 5 gallons, and when you're using it at 1 or 2 ounces per gallon to clean with, that'll last me a very long time. So I bought and paid for long ago, so I might as well use it up. We're just going to go over this top of the steps once more, and then I'll be done up here. And then I've got to go do the steps. Okay. So there you go. And of course, I'll groom and put everything back, and I'll use the vacuum on the rest of what I can reach, but I'm gonna go do the steps first, and then I'll come back and do that. So anyway, I'll let you go. So I gotta go do some steps, 2 flights, and then a little area rug at the bottom. So I'll let you go. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.